I am your host, Alistair McAllister. 2,000 years ago, a rich young lawyer asked Jesus the question, how do I get eternal life? The answer, love the Lord your God and your neighbor as yourself. Then the lawyer asked Jesus, who is my neighbor? Instead of answering that question, Jesus told a fascinating story filled with mystery, danger, surprise, and truth. The quaint Mountain Vista Inn on a dark and stormy night. Long ago, in 1959, the guests assemble in a drawing room for a quiet dinner to follow. However, the evening will be anything but quiet. An injured man mysteriously appears on the doorstep. Who is he? What happened to him? What does it all mean? You may be amazed. You may be surprised. You may be frightened. But you'll soon find out as Summit Christian Academy Theater presents a not-so-terrible parable. The man, a real estate investor. His name, Guy Random, a guest of the inn who left earlier that day to buy property in the nearby town of Simpleville.
Oh no! Who is it? Yvette, this is one of our guests.
Yes, his name is Mr. Random.
The proprietors of the gracious century-old Mountain Vista Inn are Robert and Margaret Vista, both pillars of the community. They cater to their guests and only serve the creme de la creme of clients.
The last thing I remember, I was getting on the toll road to Simpleville.
It's him, all right. He left this morning to look at some property he wanted to buy. He had a lot of his money with him, as I remember.
Nothing gets past Jeeves the butler. If Margaret and Robert are the heart and soul of the inn, Jeeves is the motor who keeps it running smoothly.
The last thing I remember, I was getting on the toll road to Simpleville.
Are you all right?
I guess I'll be okay, but my money's gone. All of it.
Oh no! You got robbed and beaten by a doctor! If Jeeves is the brains of the Mountain Vista Inn, Yvette the maid, Yvette the maid, she isn't. But as we all know, a mystery cannot be told without a maid and a butler.
No, Yvette, doctors don't rob people, robbers do.
That's right, robbers. The name should have given it away. Clearly, Mr. Random was in no condition to get back to the inn by himself, so somebody must have bandaged his wounds and brought him here.
Look, an envelope. This wasn't here when I left. There's writing on it. Please take care of this man. I found him on the side of the road to Simpleville. If you need more, I'll give it to you.
There's almost $100 in here. Who gave this to you?
Who brought you here?
I have no idea. I remember nothing.
That's terrible!
No other clues?
The only thing I've still got is my watch. And it looks like it's been stepped on. Probably why they didn't take it.
Ricky Blaine in the flesh.
Yes, Ricky Blaine, the most famous detective in the world. No case too big, no cause too small.
What brings a famous private detective out here like this, Miss Blaine?
I've been brought in to solve this case for the Simpleville City Toll Road, and I've come to see your Mr. Random.
But Mr. Random doesn't remember a thing.
We'll see about that. What about your other guests?
I'm not sure we can be of any service, detective. All of our guests were in the house all evening.
All of them?
Well, except the lawyer, Jenny Barrister, and the door-to-door Bible seller, Brooks Binder. They're checking in later tonight.
Woo-wee! What a storm! I say, what a storm!
Just about blew my Packard off the road.
Well, it looks like the gang's all here. Why don't you all take a seat?
Surely you don't consider me a suspect, do you, detective? Maybe not. You know I never hurt someone like that.
I do believe you, Barrister. But where were you on the night of the crime?
Well, it happened tonight, and I'm right here.
Oh yeah, point one for you, Barrister. But I think there's more to this mystery. I have more questions for you. You got anything you want to tell me, Binder? I don't got a single idea of what you're talking about. You afraid I'll throw the book at you? Not at all. Books are my business. And you know I wouldn't do such a horrible thing like that to anyone. I think I believe you, Binder.
You think the robbers knew he had all that money?
Not sure. He might just have been a ransom victim. Just a little more understanding. Can I find someone outstanding? Who is the neighbor that came to the rescue? We want the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Step forward. Now is the time to admit. Answer the question, and the question is, who done it? Well, plot thickens. Who came to the aid of the poor injured man? Is the person who saved Mr. Random in the room? And what about the robbers? With the help of Detective Blaine, we just might solve this mystery.
Samantha Aaron, the pizza delivery girl from Pizza Palooza in Simpleville.
Did someone order a pepperoni, onion, and strawberry jam pizza?
Ew!
Gross. That's strange. They usually don't get the address wrong.
Even if there was a mix-up, I'm glad you're here. We need food. The power just came back on, and I haven't been able to cook.
It's cold.
Oh, well, I had a long drive.
But it's not that far to Simpleville.
It's been a longer trip than usual tonight.
Trust me. Well, have a good night.
She seemed in a hurry to leave.
And the pizza was cold, as if she was doing something else, like robbing.
Not now, Jeeves. All right, spill it, Barrister. What happened tonight? You're the detective, Blaine. You tell me. Very well. Lucky for me, I brought along my flashback set. Bring it in. Flashback set?
What's a flashback set?
What's a flashback set? It's the latest thing. Everybody's so visual these days, you can't just tell a story without a show and tell.
How does it work?
I tell the story of what happened, and the flashback artist acted out, so you can understand the facts. Okay, Barrister, you were driving up here from Simpleville on the toll road, and you saw Mr. Random lying in the road. Maybe you thought he fell in an ambulance. Maybe he needs a lawyer. No. Yes, you thought about helping him, but then you wondered if it was a trap. The crooks just might be over the hill. You figured. You wanted to leave, but you needed to know if that was illegal. So you checked in your big book of laws. And that's when you left him in the mud. But you see, Barrister, I matched your tire tracks. So?
It's coming back to me. Somebody checked on me, then drove away on the other side of the road. A big car, a Packard, just like the one
Miss Barrister drives?
Logan.
So you may not have been one of the robbers, Barrister, but instead of helping the wounded Mr. Random, you hightailed it out of there. Nice story, Detective, but the law is based on evidence, and you've got no evidence. Don't I? Yvette, bring out Miss Barrister's big book of laws. See, just what I was telling you. Dry as a bone. If I was using it in the rain, it'd be soaked. Except for the page where you looked up, who is my neighbor? And that page is soaking wet. That's terrible! Is she gonna be okay? That's the second time.
It happens a lot. Please go on with your tirade.
Thank you. Listen, Copper, I'm not taking the fall for this. I know the law. I didn't lay a finger on that man. Sure, I gotta love my neighbor, but this guy's just some palooka. If the law doesn't say I have to, why should I stick out my neck for him? That is a very good question. Why should we stick our neck or lay down our life for somebody else? What can we give? All we can to share his love. We can share the love of Jesus. We love because he first loved us. He showed us holy when he sent his son. The greatest gift is ours to share with anyone, anytime, anywhere. Yes, we love because he first loved us. We love because he first loved us. This is how we know what love is. Love is patient and kind to everyone. To whoever's in need, what can we give? We'll give all of the hopes and a love that trusts. We can share the love of Jesus. We love because he first loved us. He showed us holy when he sent his son. The greatest gift is ours to share with anyone, anytime, anywhere. Yes. We love because he first loved us. We love because he first loved us.
this is getting interesting. Well, if Miss Barrister wasn't with the robbers, and she didn't save Guy Random, that appears to leave only one suspect. Brooks Binder, the door-to-door Bible seller. If someone who makes his living with the Bible wouldn't save a poor, injured victim, who would? And if he didn't, why not?
Who could that be on a night like this? Aha! It's Miss Samantha with the pizza in the doorway.
What are you doing here? Again?
I guess I should be asking you people. Someone ordered a large anchovy and liver pizza. That's horrible. You're telling me I don't have time for prank orders?
No, I meant the pizza. Who would order anchovy and liver?
Ew. Say ew. Let me guess. Nobody ordered it, but just keep it. Nobody else would want it. Good night.
That unusual smell. It's familiar.
Brooks Binder, I've got a few questions for you, and I'm gonna cut right to the last chapter.
Y'all looking for a revelation?
Don't play hardback with me, Binder. I'm looking for answers. You sell books, Brooks?
Bibles, Blaine.
Bibles? I guess that makes you an expert in what's in them?
I know everything. Ours come with an eternal guarantee. They're bound only in the highest quality genuine imitation leather.
Expensive?
Imitation cows ain't cheap.
I get what's on the outside, but what do you know about what's between the covers?
I know everything. We use the finest thin paper, and all the words of Jesus are printed in deluxe imported red ink.
Okay then, what does the Bible say about helping people in need?
It probably talks about right, but I've helped people every day. I'm selling Bibles to people in need. And if you're poor, I throw in the red ink for free.
Hold it! Another familiar smell. I remember smelling imitation leather. He must be the one who saved me.
Maybe. Maybe not. You're an open book to me, Binder. Bring out my flashback set. You were driving along and you saw something in the road. You got out of your car and walked toward the man. You didn't recognize him as one of your customers, so you went back into your car. But when you did, your foot got stuck in the mud.
I'm not spying this plane. You're writing fiction.
I'm writing nothing. Whoever walked away from Mr. Random lost, stuck their foot in the mud, and when they pulled it out, the bottom of their left shoe came off.
You don't mean?
Yes, whoever walked away from Mr. Random lost his soul.
You saying I have no soul?
Well, if the shoe fits. Not so fast. Take a look at your left shoe, Binder. Just as I thought. Your left shoe has no soul.
Gosh.
That's terrible! But it's not my fault. She can't be there all the time. I can't be there all the time. She's supposed to yell, "That's terrible," first. So what about helping and loving your neighbor, Binder?
It wasn't my fault. He was muddy. Can't you imagine getting mud all over my new Bibles? No one wants to buy a muddy Bible. Besides, he's not my neighbor. I've never seen him before.
You just don't get it, do you, Brooks?
What do you mean? I say, what do you mean?
It seems that you spend a lot of time with the Bible, but not enough time in the Bible. Or better yet, letting the truth of God's word get from here into here.
truth. Throughout I find you, your faithful, steady hand. In your word I find love, and I'm overcome by the pursuit of all of us. I'm thankful because Son, He is the saving one, the sacrifice for us. I'm thankful because your word is alive and changing me from the inside. I live, I think, I believe. Your word is alive, my life, your truth will be my guide. I'll follow every day. I'll never be the
Come on, guys, it's time to go. It's time to go. Well, you seem that we are in a conundrum. I don't exactly know what that is. Seem that we are in one. We know that neither Barrister nor Brooks Binder save Guy Random, and neither of them were the robbers. Everyone else has an alibi. Or do they?
That leaves only one person.
Pizza delivery.
Samantha. Well, look what we have here. Could it be Mr. Random's wallet? Empty. What do you have to say for yourself, Samantha?
I just found it out on the toll road. The robbers must have thrown it away. I was on my way to bring it back.
What a stroke of evil genius, delivering pizzas we didn't order to find out who was going to be on the road tonight with money. Brilliant! Good job, Detective Blaine. You have to solve the crime ourselves. But if Samantha was with the robbers, who was it who saved Mr. Random?
Robbers? I'm not a robber. The police caught the robbers. They told me when I delivered 3 meat lovers pizzas to them an hour ago. And Jeeves, your logic would have been perfect, except I was the one who ordered the pizza sent to the inn. You? Is this terrible? We don't know yet, Yvette. Just don't go too far from me. What are you all talking about? Samantha, do you mind telling me what you did tonight? I was delivering pizzas all evening. Oh, sure. Tell the truth. Anything unusual happen? You mean out on the toll road? Yeah, I found that man right there who looked like he'd been robbed. Don't you remember?
Not really.
Random? Samantha is actually the person who saved you. I had so many pizzas to deliver, I couldn't stay with him until after my shift tonight. So I brought him here and left money for medicine. I was coming back later to make sure I had left enough.
You believe that? Have you lost your senses, Blaine?
We'll see right now. What are you doing? Just as I thought. These aren't real bandages. They're pizza napkins. Want to read what the napkins say, Random?
Pizza Palooza Pizza Parlor, Simpleville.
Samantha, can I take a look at your order book, please? Hello? You have your tips listed for the day here. They come to $94.21. Random, how much money did you count in that envelope in your pocket?
$94.21.
Why'd you leave almost $100, Sam? 'Cause that's all I had.
Why didn't you tell us?
You didn't ask. I mean, it's nothing special. Any of you would have done the same thing, right? I mean, Jesus rescued me. He had mercy on me. How can I not help someone who needs mercy? Right? Right? This life he came, sacrifice he gave us. Now all were lost in sin. You gave the greatest gift, the sacrifice we couldn't give. There is mercy we don't deserve. There is grace we could never earn, and hope because of what Jesus has done for us. Let the world hear the good news. Jesus came to our rescue. A sinless life he came to live, a sacrifice he came to give. Now all who call upon the name of Jesus shall be saved. Our God has made a way. There is mercy we don't deserve. There is grace we could never earn, and hope because of what Jesus has done for us. Let the world hear the good news. Jesus came to our rescue.
For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. Romans 3:23. But because of his great love for us, God, who's rich in the mercy, made us alive with Christ, even when we were dead in transgressions. It is by grace we have been saved. Ephesians 2:4-5.
There is mercy we don't deserve. There is grace we could never earn, and hope because of what Jesus has done for us. Let the world hear the good news. We're all undeserving, but Jesus shows mercy. Come hear the good news. Jesus came to our rescue.
So it seems our mystery's been solved, or has it? Jenny Barrister is an expert on the law. Brooks Binder knows every word of the Bible, from cover to imitation leather cover, in black, white, and red. Why would they then both leave an injured man in the mud? What would we do? Should we be surprised the pizza delivery girl was the only one to stop and save the man? And why do I keep asking questions when I already seem to know the answers?
Well, my work here is done. The robbers are in the slammer, Mr. Random is on the mend, the toll road is safe.
Simply brilliant, Detective Blaine. How did you solve the mystery?
It's the oldest trick in the book. Distract someone with this small thing and they'll miss the big picture. But in a way, I'd say that you all solved it yourselves. Right, Miss Barrister?
Yes, it seems as if I fell for the old trick. I focused on the letter of the law, but completely missed the most important part. Love God and love your neighbor.
What about you, Binder? Any easier to read the story now?
I'm ready to turn the page, Detective. Even though I'm gonna need to sell one more Bible this month to get a sales bonus, I'm not gonna sell this one. I think I better keep it. It's about time I get to know what's inside those covers. I think it might actually change my life.
And I owe you an apology, Samantha. I'm afraid I've spent so much energy expecting the worst of people.
I fail to even recognize my neighbor.
You're right, Yvette. That's terrible.
There's still one more mystery left to solve.
What's that? I say, what's that?
I call it the mystery of what I'll serve for dinner.
Well, I do have 5 more pizzas left in the car.
Not anchovy liver.
No, sorry. All I have left are pepperoni.
If my watch still worked, I'd say it's pizza time. Regardless what time it is, I'm buying.
Every day we're gonna love the Lord our God with our heart, soul, mind, and strength. Every day we're gonna love our neighbor as we would love ourselves. We will live to love our God and will love to live for His name. Every day, every day, every day. It's the first is the greatest, yeah, greatest. It's the number one command, and here it is. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind, and with all your strength. The second is this: love your neighbor as yourself. There is no commandment greater than these. Mark 12:30-31. Every day we're gonna love the Lord our God with our heart, soul, mind, and strength. Every day we're gonna love our neighbor as we would love ourselves. We will live to love our God and will love to live for His name. Every day, every day, every day. Show the world that God is love. For His hands, for His feet, and the world needs to know the amazing love God has for all of us. Every day we're gonna love the Lord our God with our heart, soul, mind, and strength. Every day we're gonna love our neighbor as we will love ourselves. We will live to love our God and will love to live for His name. We will live to love our God and will love to live for His name. Every day, every day, every day.
Whether or not we realize it, we are all like the man left for dead in the parable of the Good Samaritan. The Bible says that we are dead in our own sins. But Jesus, the true Good Samaritan, came to rescue us. He was despised and rejected. He was beaten so that we could be whole. He was whipped so that we could be healed. Jesus paid the price so that we can live. Because Jesus has been such a good neighbor to us, we can be a good neighbor to others. You may be wondering what happened to these people after that fateful night. Jenny Bannister and Brooks Binder realized the emptiness in their lives and together formed a non-profit organization to patrol the highways and help those in need. Samantha moved her pizza shop to the Mountain Vista Inn. It was wildly successful. Every day, several pizzas are delivered to hungry people who didn't order them. Mistake or somebody being a good neighbor. And Guy Random, he went into the business selling flashback sets to church drama groups. Ricky Blaine is still a detective, but living fairly well on the royalties Mr. Random pays her. And me? All this good news is making me hungry. I might go have some of that pepperoni pizza. I hope you enjoyed A Not So Terrible Bearable, presented by the Summit Christian Academy Theater. Now get out there and love your neighbor.